Hello, Cancer. Thank you very much for tuning into this week's read. For the main part of the read, I'm using Tarot Illuminati by Eric C. Dunn, Supportive Oracle Cards, Chakra Wisdom Oracle Cards by Tori Hartman, illustrated by Gretchen. So that way, you can see her last name too. That way, if you want to find anything by those people, that's how you find stuff by those people. Already shuffled, Cancer. What's going on with that? Alright, so what do you got going on here, Cancer? There's like, you got this interesting feeling here. Something tells me you're going to like this, and I'm not sure why, because there's an interesting card at the end. I think it might work to your favor, though. Like, the energy coming into it, you got a lot going on. The Nine of Cups, the Ace of Wands, and then that seems to be pushing forward right into, you got the Nine of Cups, Ace of Wands, and pushing right into the Three of Wands, which is telling me you're very happy with what's going on. This seems to be very family-oriented. It could be work or friends, but like if that's what it is, you're very invested in this idea, very, very, very invested. And these are people that you very much are happy to be around. That's what I'm getting with the Knight of Cups. These are people you're happy to be around, and you have a lot of ideas. So you want to create something with these people. And it's getting you to move forward and literally take action to create this. It's not just having the idea with the Ace of Wands and like, I want to do this, let's start doing it. You're actually moving forward. It's kind of like not just forming the situation. It's like the Ace of Wands would be creating the boat. The Three of Wands would be taking that boat out on the water. You know what I mean? You already used the Ace of Wands to create the boat. Now you're actually putting it into implementation. Implementation? Is that even a word? You're actually implementing it? There we go. So you're making it happen. It seems to all go very quickly. Like you want something to happen, you're having ideas. Okay, we got everybody together, everybody's on the same page, let's do it. And there you go. That's a very complimenting energy there. It's very good. The Miracle card is coming in with the is coming in with the Strength and the Lovers, which are major arcana cards. This feels like things just fit in perfectly. It's kind of like, it's not just that everything was already set and ready to go. It's kind of like going out on that trip and then like, you know, getting a free gas card, finding out like there's going to other people are going to be going that way, or other people live down the way you're going. You're like, they're like, come on by, stop by and have a bite to eat with us, and like getting a free meal or two, or having a place to stay without having to pay for it. Meeting up other people along the way you weren't expecting to meet, and you're like, oh, it's a great time. A lot of things with Miracle are coming in with like, you're having a really good time with this. I'm kind of like, this feels very like, it feels very sunshine and roses at the moment. I'm like, wow, this is starting off really great. It's not bad, but like there's a really good connection here. Things are going extremely well. I think they're arguing with the cat. What comes in next is the Seven of Wands and the Dissipating. So everything goes really well, and it just seems like it's like this really beautiful moment. And it is a great thing, and it's almost kind of like feeling like, is this how it's always going to be? Is this how we're going to do this? I then feel like the energy starts to wane a bit, and it becomes more of an energy or more of a struggle. Not the worst struggle, but you got to kind of work to keep it online all of a sudden. Certain people are kind of like not acting the way they should. Maybe they're saying things they shouldn't. People are falling to the side, not pulling their own weight, things like that. Excuse me. It just seems to take a slight turn here. It doesn't seem that bad, but it seems like things start to change a little bit. So from this beginning energy, it just seems like it was great. It had a great kickoff, was really good for maybe a couple weeks. And then I feel like it kind of goes into an energy where you got to kind of maintain it. You got to keep people motivated. You got to keep people from saying things they shouldn't say. Maybe people are getting a little cranky. Who knows? It's that time of season. Maybe people are getting little flu-like symptoms. Something like that. All right. I'm also seeing like this starts to become more about other people than you at this point. What does that mean? So like other people are like getting control of the situation. Whatever the situation is, it feels like you were very much in the control in the beginning. And then it seems to be like somebody else seems to be taking the reins here with the Queen of Pentacles right here actually, and the Death card right next to it. Like somebody else is taking the reins. Somebody else feels like they can keep this under control, and they seem to be recovering the situation and putting it back in line, trying to bring back that positive energy. I'm feeling somebody's trying to take this over at this point. I don't see you like standing in the way of that. I kind of feel a cooperative effort with that. I don't feel like you're worried about it. Like, oh, all right, you want to do it? Okay, you do it. Like, fine, you want to do it? You do it. I don't see you having a problem with it for the most part. It's a general read. There is a very open spot up here, so I think it's different depending on your situation. So I'm not feeling any adversity though. But I'm also seeing like it takes some time to really work out how this is going to work. If we're going to get along, if this is going to be a good idea, if it's going to be a bad idea, somebody else wants to take over. I don't see you standing in the way of it though. You got other things going on though. That's the thing. You do have a lot going on. So it's part of it seems kind of like a relief. Like you do want this to keep going, but at the same time you're like, I got a lot going on. So if we're going to keep this going, somebody else taking over for a while, cool. It's all good. The Magician, or it's the Alchemist in this deck, coming in with Faith, which is kind of Magician. That's how I read it. People are making their own decisions. They're changing a lot here. Whatever it was originally, somebody's changing the whole situation. It's almost like the first time, say the first time this was, it was like maybe an outing to a show, and now they're trying to change it into something else, like maybe a camping trip or something like that. There's big changes going on here. Somebody's reforming this more to what they like rather than what everybody likes. That's, I think, a difference here. Whoever took this over, they're changing it, and it's not so much about what everybody likes, it's more about what they like. And they're like, well, I like it, so other people will be fine. I mean, if I think it's fun, I'm sure they'll be fine with it. So that seems to be the attitude I'm feeling with that. They really feel like other people will have fun too, but they are changing it more to what they like. It's almost kind of like whatever the first thing was, maybe it was going to the opera. I don't know why. And they're like, well, it's not really my cup of tea, but everybody had a lot of fun. Let's do camping. Like, maybe not everybody likes to do camping. It just seems like it's that drastic of a difference. I think trying to do the contrast there. Other people around this situation don't like the change. They don't like the change. I can't get around it. I mean, gossip and the Queen of Swords, that doesn't have to go that way, but that's what I'm feeling. Like, they don't like the change. And people are kind of like, well, I don't know about this anymore, and I don't know if I want to be a part of this the same way anymore. There's people talking. They don't like the changes. They might step out of the situation. They might take over their own situation and create their own thing. There's a lot of weird energy here because there's good energy in the sense of like people coming together, but there's like everybody wants to lead all of a sudden. It's kind of like everybody wants to go their own way, but everybody wants the whole group to go their way. It's like you got a group of people, everybody wants to make their own choice on where to go, but they want the whole group to follow them wherever they go, which is not gonna work. I'm like struggling with that. I'm like, that's not gonna work. But that seems to be where this is evolving to, and like it becomes very much a conflict here. Not like anybody arguing, but kind of like people trying to pull it different ways, trying to pull the group different ways. It just seems like it's having an issue here. It seems like it goes on for a while with a lot of talking, a lot of gossip, a lot of like, I want to go my way. No, I want to go my way. No, I want to go my way. No, we should go my way. No, we should go my way. No, we think we'd all have more fun this way. No, we'd have more fun this way. I'm feeling that energy going on here. It's almost like if you're going to have like a holiday party at the end of the year, it's kind of like arguing whose house it's going to be at. It's like, it feels like that. It's like, it's not bad. It's not like a claws out argument, but it's kind of like, no, we should do it here. Like, no, we should do it here. No, do it over where I am. No, do it over where they are. Like, there's a lot going on with it. 8 and 7 of Pentacles along with 8 of Wands. There seems to be a weird energy with this. again, I'm getting like a weird energy, kind of like people are constantly talking about it, trying to set things up to go a certain way. The final decision is random, it feels to me. It feels random. It's just like, it's almost like if you're going to do a holiday party at the end of the year, it's like a week before, somebody just makes the decision. Like, all right, well, I bought the stuff, so I'm doing it. So, and maybe there's going to be a little bit of fragmenting with that. There might be a little bit of fragmenting with that, because it seems like somebody just makes it, certain people just make decisions at the end here. Like, this is where it's going to be, and that's what it is for this year. There's a lot of work behind it. The 6 and, or the 8 and the 7 of Pentacles, like, there's been a lot of work and a lot of people waiting for this to come together, and a lot of people have been putting in the effort, but I almost feel like there's a random question, there's a random answer at the end, and it comes out of the blue. It's like, just, this is what we're going to do. It's almost time. It's a week beforehand. We got to make the decision. This is where we're having it. So people have to consolidate with that. There might be a little fragmenting, and I'm getting that. Now, when this happens, because I feel like there's a little bit of fragmenting, I don't feel like you're bothered by it. For some reason, this works for you, which seems very interesting to me. Because in the environment, people feel like the way it turned out, that final decision that just seemed to be like, because they were talking about it too long. It was like a week beforehand, like, all right, well, this is where we're going to do it. There might be some fragmenting. I keep saying that for some reason. And they feel stuck. People feel stuck, like it didn't turn out the way they really wanted it to, and they feel stuck with the outcome. But I don't feel like it's not like the end of the world. It's not that bad. But people are a little bit disgruntled about it. I also feel like some people are going to avoid the situation. If it's fragmented especially, I feel like you might be hopping around a few different places. And it seems to, like, I'm getting the Queen of, not the Queen, what is this? The Princess of Wands with the Workaholic card. You might be bouncing around from these fragmented spots. This, I feel like, kind of keeps you out of any problems. This actually works to your advantage. You're very busy. You're going here, you're going there, you're doing this, you're doing that. You're constantly moving. It seems to serve you, though. It keeps you out of problems. It makes your life easier. There's too much going on for you to really sit down and hear somebody's griping about this or griping about that. You don't have time for it. And they know it, because you got a lot, so nobody's upset about it either. It serves you. I feel like when this situation kind of moves on, whatever it is we're going towards, the 8 of Cups is here telling me you might take a break from it. It's a good situation. I don't feel bad about this, which is interesting. The 8 of Cups is walking away from a good situation, walking away from things you have. And I feel like the situation is good, but I feel like it's more of like a break. Just kind of like, for now, I'm just going to walk away, let it be what it is. You still have a lot going on in your life, so you might center on other things to keep yourself busy, to keep out of the hubbub. I don't think that's bad. I think that's good. I feel like you successfully, while it's going on, are too busy to get involved in all this stuff, and I feel like afterwards you might just take a hiatus from it and be like, well, I got this going on, or I got that going on, or, you know, maybe, you know, you just need to catch up on some sleep or something like that, and you're like, well, for a couple of weeks I'm just going to step out for a while, guys. Y'all, whatever. It doesn't feel bad. I feel like this might actually work really well for you. Letting other people take it over, making their own decisions, and then just kind of like popping in here and there to help, it just seems to serve you. It seems to make your life a lot easier. It doesn't need to be a stress, and I feel like you're getting around the stress of this. This situation could be a lot more stressful if there was more time to hear people griping. I feel like that would make this a lot more stressful. The fact that you're going. You seem to be enjoying yourself, but there's no time for people to gripe to you, so it makes this a lot easier. I feel like this is going to go really well for you, actually. Alright, I think we're there. I hope that helps. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.